When you fly with Hawaiian Airlines, it's hard to tell where your flight ends and vacation begins. Relax with free Starlink, the fastest Wi-Fi in the sky, thanks to T-Mobile. Go ahead, stream your movie, book the couple's massage, make a dinner reservation while we bring you to our island home. Hawaii starts here.
The Grand Rapids Thunderhawks.
It's high noon, or just about. We're in Jordan, Minnesota. I guarantee no rain delays today. I probably shouldn't say that, but we've got just some very wispy white clouds above, mostly blue here in beautiful Jordan. The Mini-Met, an absolutely old-fashioned, awesome ballpark that still has letters on the scoreboard. This is a relatively new scoreboard, just got implemented here. They've got a big baseball on the side saying Jordan. It's almost an exact replica of the old one, only it's new, and they still take the letters and put them up on the board and still have kids out there that put up the numbers on the scoreboard like the old-fashioned way. And I was talking to a gentleman in the press box when I got here, and he said, we will never, ever go to an electronic scoreboard. They're going to continue to do the letters here in Jordan, Minnesota, doing things the old-fashioned way. The Northfield Raiders will be the home team in this game. They were the higher seed. Grand Rapids, the visitors. Grand Rapids is down the third baseline lining up. They're introducing the Northfield starters even as I speak. The substitutes do not get introduced. That I don't understand. It takes just maybe 2 minutes more, and they deserve the recognition along with the starters, especially in a state tournament. This is a state tournament. This is an average regular season game. It's a state tournament. We're in the elimination bracket. Whoever wins this game stays around and plays the winner of the next game. Whoever does not win this game jumps on the bus and heads home. The Raiders, with a record of 17-7, and the Thunderhawks of Grand Rapids have a record of 16-11. They're 16-11. We'll have the start of this game after these messages.
Big moments are built on confidence, and that's something you can see in a Raider team heading to state. At Heritage Dental Care in Northfield, they help you bring that same confidence every day with personalized care for the whole family in a comfortable, welcoming environment. From routine checkups to complete dental care, their team is here to keep your smile strong. Proud supporters of the Northfield Raiders. Heritage Dental Care in Northfield.
At J-Mo's Bowl in Faribault, you always strike a great meal. Let J-Mo's Bowl prepare and deliver the food right to you, or host an unforgettable graduation open house right there on their property. Access to sand volleyball, darts, bowling, and don't forget Thursdays mean $2 per game bowling and $10 cheeseburger baskets. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 11 to midnight, closed on Sundays and Mondays. Go to jmosbowl.com for details.
Let's play some Minnesota State Tournament High School Baseball. Today's officials being signed to the game by the Minnesota State.
Well, there you go. We got 3 officials here today in this elimination bracket, losers bracket, whatever you want to call it. An American flag sits in right center field. It's 360 to straightaway center, 310 down the left field line, and 315 down the right field line. Power alleys, left center, 355, and there's nothing listed on the right center power alley, but I would guess it'd be roughly the same. As, of course, the Raiders will be on defense first because they are the home team. Pitching is Ben Imes. Had a 2-run homer in yesterday's game and played third base. He is pitching today for the Northfield Raiders. His battery mate is Brody Jensen. At first base is Rourke Bennett. At second base today is J.T. Groutman. At shortstop is Michael Stewart. At third base is Wade Gilbert, who played first base yesterday. In left field, it's Christian Whiteman. In center field, it is Dylan Bennett. And in left field, well, I think I said Whiteman's in left field, didn't I? I wrote the left fielder down twice, so we got to put our binoculars on him and see who's out there. Yep, it's Christian Whiteman in left field, which would mean Weber is in right. I'm going to get old binoculars and make sure I got that right. Woody Kosfeld here at the Power 96 Sports microphone. It was a shame that both these teams lost yesterday. Grand Rapids, they lost in different fashions. Grand Rapids in the game, the whole game. It was tied at 1 going into extra innings. When a bad throw, trying to pick off a runner at first, ended up really costing Grand Rapids the game. The guy ended up with third, nobody out. They hit a long fly, deep ball. Guy scores, walk off. Matamidi, defending state champs, is back in the semifinals. As the first pitch is going to be delivered here, right? It appears at the first pitch is delivered, and it's hammered to the gap right away. So we're right at noon. First pitch was at noon here today. Very first pitch delivered. And for Grand Rapids, Ethan Morgan, the shortstop, opens it up with a single to the gap in left center field. Cole Gores is the DH. He's hitting for the second baseman. Is up next, a right-handed hitter. He's a sophomore. The other gentleman was a junior. He bunts it in the air. It's caught by Imes, and the runner gets back to first base. That's not how you want to bunt the ball. So 1 out with a runner at first, and Caden Sweeney, who's the center fielder, will step in. He's a junior, wears number 11 on the back of his uniform. Kind of remind me of the Dundas Dukes uniforms. They got the orange tops with the black numerals. Do the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Imes glances over his shoulder at first, kicks and delivers, and it is a ball, 1-0. Ben Imes wears number 5 on his uniform, tall young man. Played on the basketball team that went to state. He's a junior. He jams him with the next pitch, and that is going to act like a sacrifice bunt. He gets the runner over to second. So now there are 2 outs with a runner at second base. And that'll bring up Alex Wegworth, the first baseman. He's a senior, wears number 20 on his uniform, another right-handed hitter. Just a beautiful day and tremendous setting here in Jordan. They get some woods with the river running by it. Railroad tracks in the offing as well. Major highway, Highway 21 runs through here. Less than an hour from Faribault, where we came from. Or I came from, I should say. Northfield came, of course, from Northfield. Pitches inside corner strike, 0-1 to Wegworth. Imes, as I mentioned, about 6'5", so he's standing tall on that rubber. He'll come to the set. Has a chance to get out of this inning with no damage done after the leadoff single in the pitch. It just missed. 1-1. He did not miss the outside corner by a lot, but he did. Stepping back in is Wegworth. Wegworth is the cleanup hitter, so you think he might have some power. As a righty kicks and delivers, and that ball's a base hit to right field, and it's going to be a 1-0 Grand Rapids lead. They're going to score as much as they did the entire game in the first game yesterday. An RBI for Wegworth. That was to right field. The opening single was to left field, and it's 1-0 Grand Rapids. As the Raiders have had trouble finding pitchers that can get outs. Mason Geisler steps in. He's the pitcher. He's a junior, a right-handed hitter. So he'll have a lead. It all remains to be seen how big that lead will be. There are 2 outs with a runner at first here. And the pitch. Outside, 1-0. 1-0, the pitch to Mason Geisler. Where's number 13 on the back of his uniform? Black numerals on the orange uniform. Pretty much straight away in the box. Runner gets his lead at first base. Glancing over his Imes. Yesterday there were a ton of stolen bases by Mankato West, and you know Grand Rapids stuck around and watched the game to see that. There's a strike on a half-hearted swing. So 1-1 is the count to Mason Geisler, the pitcher. Imes comes to the set. And he'll do that slide step. And it's too low. 2-1. 2-1 the count to the number 5 hitter in the Grand Rapids order. Already on the board, 1-0. Thunderhawks lead. They lost 2-1 in 8 innings to Matamidi yesterday. Strike at the knees. It's 2-2. Northfield was up 7-1 in the second inning and ended up losing 16-9. They just could not get guys out. Weston can pummel the ball, and did they steal a lot of bases. As Imes delivers, and that's a strike 3 call. So Imes gets a strikeout to end the first, but Grand Rapids does score a run on 2 hits. There were no errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Grand Rapids 1, and the Raiders are coming to the plate here on Power 96, KQCL-FM, Faribault, Minnesota, a Town Square Media Zone.
Discover the finest jewelry collection in southern Minnesota, right in downtown Canyon at Todd G. Jewelry. With an extensive selection to suit every style and budget, you'll find everything from timeless watches and elegant jewelry to unique money clips and more. Personalize your gift with a custom engraving. Add a name, a special message, or both to make it truly one of a kind. Because you don't want just any diamond. You want a Taji Jewelry diamond. Harley's Auto Salvage has been in business over a half-century, serving people through their Like Magic nationwide parts locator. New and used auto parts. Check out their large supply of new and used tires. 30-day warranty on electronics, 60-day warranty on all motors and transmissions with extended warranties available.
Cody here with Harley's Auto Salvage. Haven't been here in a while? Stop in and check out our drive-through recycling building. You can recycle your aluminum cans, copper, brass, and metal. And of course, we're always here to help you get that newer used auto part. Harley's Auto Salvage.
Mason Geisler is the pitcher. He's a right-hander. He's a junior. Looks to be a pretty tall lad as well. His battery mate is Oliver Spahn. He's a senior. Defensively at first base is Alex Wegworth. At second base is Riley Madison. At shortstop is Ethan Morgan. At third base is Chase Scarletta. In left field, it's Ari Lampa. In right field, it's Joe Dick. And in center field, it's Caden Sweeney. As leading off for the Raiders, Michael Stewart, the shortstop. Stewart was officially 0 for 3 yesterday. Did have walk and scored in the first inning, but then 0 for 3 after that, and that's not Michael Stewart-like. So hopefully he feels more comfortable today here in Jordan. And then that first pitch, he swings it. He's got a base hit. Yeah, I think he feels more comfortable here in Jordan today. Gets a hit to left field. That'll bring up Christian Whiteman, the left fielder. Whiteman wears number 7 on his uniform. The Raiders in their white uniforms with the maroon pinstripes. Grand Rapids, the orange tops, the white pants with a black stripe down the side. Remind me of the Dukes, as I said, of Dundas in their uniforms. Orange bills. He bunts it, almost got hit, and he might have gotten hit on the hand. He might have gotten clobbered on the hand, but that's part of the bat. 0-1 the count. He was trying to bunt, and, of course, the pitcher knows he's trying to bunt, does exactly what he's supposed to do, and that's throw it high and hard, try and get him to pop it up. The pitch, bunting foul. 0-2 the count. So again, neither team could get the bunt down here. They ended up in a swinging bunt, basically, to get that runner in scoring position at the top of the inning. Third baseman is still on the grass, anticipating a possible bunt with a runner at first and nobody out. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Grand Rapids. He jams him and he hammers it foul. Boy, he get around on that quick. 0-2 the count to Christian Whiteman for the Northfield Raiders. He's a senior, one of 10 seniors on this Northfield team. Looking for win number 18 on the season. I say anytime you have a double-digit win season, you've had a good year. He swings late this time and fouls it off. 0-2. Just to stay alive, protect the plate. Good job by Whiteman. Wears number 7 on his uniform. Again, he's a left fielder wearing a black batting helmet. Steps a little closer to the plate here on this pitch. 0-2 is the count. Wegwerth's pitch. Missed. It was high. 1-2. It was high. Might have hit the corner, but it was high. Going through a host of signs there in that third base coaching box. It's Coach Spitzak. And Groutman is at first base. Almost hit him in the head. That hit the bat. Ends up going, oh my gosh, they call it a fair ball. It hit the bat as he's trying to get out of the way. It ends up in fair territory. The runner does get down to second base on the play. Very alertly went to second. And he's going to be out. And I don't know, I guess you record that as a strikeout, as I'm guessing what you record that as, even though it really wasn't. It hit his bat, and then he got tagged by the catcher because the ball ended up in, no, it's going to be a 2 unassisted is what it's going to be. Yeah, that's what it'll be, not a strikeout. Wade Gilbertson steps in, third baseman, left-handed hitter. Hit a home run yesterday, a solo shot in the 6th inning, 1-0 the count, and their 16-9 loss to fellow Big Nine Conference foe Mankato West. Scarlets are playing Matamidi today over in Chaska. The righty's pitch is stroke foul. 1-1 the count to Wade Gilbertson. Boy, he'd love to stroke a homer here. Wears number 18 on the back of his uniform. Doesn't look like anybody's wearing stirrup socks out here today. As he steps back in right on top of the plate, that back foot right on the back line of the left-handed batter's box. As the righty looks once to second, throws home, and it is a ball too low, and it's 2-1. 2-1 to Wade Gilbertson. Man on deck as the cleanup hitter, Ben Imes, the pitcher. Hit a 2-run shot yesterday, had a double in the first inning yesterday, and then the 2-run homer the next time up. The pitch, curveball, strike. 2-2 the count. Boy, he got away with a hanging curve there. I'll bet Gilbertson wishes he would have taken a whap at it. That was a hanger. Runner at second. One down here in the first inning and a 1-0 Grand Rapids lead. The pitch. He hits it. Second baseman is going to charge, get it, throw him out at first. Going over to third is going to be Stewart. So 2 down with the runner at third, and Ben Imes can help his cause here as he steps in the batter's box. The junior pitcher who started the game yesterday in the first inning. Northfield had 5 hits and scored 5 runs in that first inning, and then he had a 2-run homer his next at bat to push them up to a 7-1 lead going into the bottom of the second. First pitch is a strike. It's a curve, 0-1. That one was a little better. The other one was a hanger. 0-1 to count to Ben Imes. Misses with a fastball. It's 1-1. Imes steps back in that batter's box, right-handed batter's box. Back foot is not on the back line necessarily. It's pretty much straight away in the box. Might be a step closer to home plate than being in the middle of the box. Looks like he's got some new white batting gloves. He swings at the next one. It's a high fly ball. The center fielder stumbles going back, and did he make the catch? Did he make the catch? I think he did. He made the catch. He was stumbling, and he reached out and he made the catch and robbed Imes of extra bases, and that would have been, of course, a tie game at that point. To the deepest part of the park, Imes nails it. The center fielder stumbled at first, went back, and made an outstanding catch for the Thunderhawks of Grand Rapids. Man, give kudos to the center fielder for Grand Rapids, Caden Sweeney, a junior, an outstanding catch. So in the bottom of the first, the Raiders collect one hit. They do not have any runs. And there was one runner stranded at third base. No errors and a stellar defensive play by the Thunderhawks. We played one. It's 1-0 Grand Rapids on Power 96.
Big moments are built on confidence, and that's something you can see in a Raider team heading to state. At Heritage Dental Care in Northfield, they help you bring that same confidence every day with personalized care for the whole family in a comfortable, welcoming environment. From routine checkups to complete dental care, their team is here to keep your smile strong. Proud supporters of the Northfield Raiders. Heritage Dental Care in Northfield.
As a business owner, do you have a game plan in place to stay focused on safety and preventing claims? Let our team help support your business. Federated Insurance offers a customizable lineup of industry-specific coverages and risk management services to help you continue your winning streak. At Federated Mutual Insurance Company, it's our business to protect yours. Rated A+ Superior by AM Best Company.
Well, we go to the top of the second inning, and Imes' first pitch is right down Broadway, 0-1 to the catcher, Oliver Spahn. He wears number 2. His position number, and he's a senior. Imes' next offering is popped out of play, 0-2. Imes threw 11 pitches in the first inning, 8 of them strikes. Where's number 5 on his uniform? And a nice setting here, the old-fashioned grandstand down the third base line. They got extended decking down the first base line for the last amateur tournament here. And the pitch, a curveball strike. So both strikeouts have been looking. Joe Dick steps up. He's the right fielder. Where's number 8 on his uniform? He's a junior. Dick, a right-handed hitter. 1-0 Grand Rapids. They scored in the first inning, a leadoff single. Ended up a swinging bunt to get him to second base. They couldn't get the bunt down the old-fashioned way, but a swinging bunt worked, and he almost gets clipped on the first pitch here, 1-0. 1-0 to Dick. Grand Rapids head coach is Bill Kinnunen. 25 years, he's approaching 400 wins. There's a strike, 1-1. He's a legend up in Grand Rapids area. As Imes operates from the set, right off the bat, and the pitch is, did he offer after it? They said no, I thought he did. It's 2-1. He tried to hold up. I didn't think he did, but the umpires thought he did, so they're the ones to make the determination. 2-1 to count. Again, the delivery. Misses. 3-1. Well, he's not missing by much here, let me tell you. So Imes will get back up. He's on the first base side of the rubber, the right-hander. Takes a deep sigh, lets it fly, and it's ball 4. So a walk with 1 out puts Ari Lampa, the left fielder, up. He's a senior, wears number 4 on his uniform. Oh, I'm sorry, they made a lineup change here right before the game. It's Grady Hyduk, a senior, wears number 1. I didn't get the change because I was having trouble connecting to get on the air here. They were saying, hey, Brunt, and I said, I got to get on the air before I worry about that. There's a strike. 0-1 to Hajduk. He's a left-handed hitter. Maybe they wanted to get a lefty in the lineup here. The pitch. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. So 0-2 the count. He's got him in a hole. He's the 8th hitter in the order. Hajduk is just a little guy, but he's a senior. Got a long black sleeve under his uniform and short sleeve off the left. He's wearing black batting gloves, has his sliding sleeve in his pocket, the oven mitt. The pitch. Oh boy, was that close to a strike. It's a ball, 1-2. 1-2 the count. Runner at first. 1 out. As he throws over to first base, it gets by the first baseman, and he's going to be at second base. That's one reason I hate throws to first. It'll be an error. You know, now you got a runner in scoring position. That's the reason I hate the throws to first base. Hajduk, if you catch him leaning, that's one thing. But he wasn't leaning. The pitch. Curveball misses. And you can hear the crowd from Northfield. A lot of them are in front of me. It's 2-2. We're right behind home plate here in Jordan at the Mini Met. So I want to thank them for their hospitality and the high school league as well. As Imes pitch, he overthrew that one, and we're sitting at a full count. So he's in danger of getting the Raiders behind by a crooked number here. Runner is second, 1 out, and a 3-2 count to the left-handed number 8 hitter in the order. The pitch missed. Back-to-back walks. The number 9 hitter, Chase Scarletta. He's a third baseman. He's a sophomore. Will be stepping in here for the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. They have quite a tradition here, Grand Rapids. Been at the state a number of times. They're pretty much the powerhouse up in their region. Pitch is up high. It's 1-0. And they play some bigger schools to get better. As the runners get their lead at first and second with only 1 out, boy, could Imes use a double play ball here. And the pitch. Inside, clipped him, I guess. A hit batter. So the bags are loaded, and without the benefit of a single hit, they haven't earned it. 2 walks and a hit batsman, and that did not hit him by much. I mean, if it clipped his uniform, you couldn't tell he got hit. And that's something that really needs to change. I mean, all these guys stand right on top of the plate these days, stick out an elbow or whatever, and get clipped, and then, I mean, back when I was a kid, and I know I'm an old guy, but the umpire would not let you go if you tried to do something like that. He'd make you, if you didn't try to make a move out of the batter's box to get away from it, they'd make you stay in the batter's box. But times have changed as Morgan steps in. He led the game with a hit, and he takes the ball 1-0. Imes has nowhere to put him. Bags are juiced without the benefit of a single hit as Imes will kick and deliver. Almost hit him. It's 2-0. The count with the bags juiced and 1 out. The pitcher's best friend is a double play. Boy, could Imes use one here. Oh, my. The pitch. He pops this one up, This is going to get the runner home from third, I think. The left fielder is going to catch it. He catches it, throws it in, and it wasn't cut off and should have been, and a run scores. So a sacrifice fly RBI for Mr. Morgan makes it 2-0. Grand Rapids. Moving up to third base was Hajduk. The runner at first, Scarletta, is still at first. He probably should have advanced too. I don't know why he's still at first. There are 2 outs, and that'll bring up Cole Gores. Well, you really like your opponents to earn their runs. I always marvel at how sacrifice flies. There's a strike 0-1. A sacrifice flies you see so many times where the pros can't even get them. 0-1 to count to Gores. He's the DH. He's hitting for the second baseman, Madison. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. And Imes threw that one with a little anger. I think he's a little upset with himself. The junior. It's 2-0 Grand Rapids. That pitch is popped up, and I don't think they're going to get to it. Bennett chases, but the first baseman won't be able to get to it. It's 0-2. The Rivers over behind first base here. The railroad tracks behind the left field wall. Quite a setting here in Jordan. I stopped by Picarna Meat Market and got myself some hot dogs. Runners getting in a rundown here. And Imes is going to throw it to first. And there goes the guy from home. Here comes the throw home, and he is safe. That's exactly the way they wanted to run that play. You're better off to just look the runner back to third and go back to the hill. You have 2 outs. But no. Imes tried to goad him into making a move sooner than he wanted to, and of course they weren't going to allow that to happen, and now you got Jensen hurt on the slide into home plate. It's now 3-0 Grand Rapids. The runner is at second. They did get a strikeout on that. His third strikeout, but again, you got 2 outs. I don't think I'd worry about the runner at first going to second. It's the runner at third that is the one you need to worry about. He got off the mound and he ran the runner back to first, and then they threw it to first, and then they ran the runner back towards second. He got in the hot box automatically to try and let that runner from third go. The runner from third went, and then they tried to throw home, and it wasn't in time. They ran the play perfecto. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. This is Sweeney, the center fielder. He's a junior. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the strikeout there. That's the strikeout there. His third strikeout ends the inning. But without the benefit of a single hit, they scored 2 runs in the inning. You talk about manufacturing runs. We just witnessed it. There was one error when they tried to pick off the runner at first, and a runner was left in scoring position here in the top of the second. So the Raiders find themselves down by a crooked number, 3-0. As we go to the bottom of the second, it'll be hitters 5, 6, 7 in the order on Power.
The Northfield Raiders are headed to state, and Community Resource Bank is proud to support their championship run. Hard work, teamwork, and dedication have earned the Raiders a spot among Minnesota's best, and those same values guide Community Resource Bank every day. Congratulations to the Raiders on an outstanding season, and good luck at state. From Community Resource Bank, let's bank together. With locations in Northfield, Cannon Falls, Faribault, and Roseville. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Minnesota Coaches Incorporated is proud to transport teams, athletes, cheerleaders, and coaches, getting you to the game all season long. Since the 1930s, they've been your trusted full-service charter planner, serving local communities with safe, reliable travel. From private charters and school trips to tour groups, sports teams, and church outings, they've got you covered. Minnesota Coaches Incorporated. Full-service travel with peace of mind. Visit MinnesotaCoaches.com or call 507-334-5121 today.
0-1 the count to Owen Jensen, the DH. He's hitting for the first baseman, who's Rourke Bennett today. Right-handed hitter against the righty Wegworth. Curveball is hit to the shortstop hole. He backhands it, throws over to first in time for the out. That was a major league play. Shortstop hole, showed off his arm. Wow. That was a major league play by Ethan Morgan, the junior shortstop. That'll bring up Brady Jensen, the catcher. Obviously, he's well enough to stay in the game. He had a big-time owie when they had the collision at home plate. He slid into home plate, the runner. And the pitch misses with a breaking ball, 1-0. Wegworth has thrown a number of breaking balls here so far, so appears to be more of a junk baller. And the pitch, I used to hate those myself, as a ball 2-0. 2-0 the count to Brody Jensen, the right-handed inning catcher for Northfield. Pitches outside, it's 3-0. Jensen wears number 15 on his uniform. Got some green batting gloves in the pitch. Oh my. He called it a strike. Catcher had to lean out and catch it. It's 3-1. That was kind of a generous corner. And the pitch inside, missed. That looked better than the last one. So he's at first base with a walk. The Raiders would love to get some runs here. They're down 3-0. We're in the second inning. These are 7-inning games. Whoever wins this game plays at 5 o'clock this evening against the winner of the next game. If the Raiders are there, we'll have it. If they're not, we'll be home.
For Northfield, number 3, Mason Mensch. At the plate, number 12, the right fielder, Henry Weber.
Henry Weber steps in, the right fielder. Wears number 12 on his uniform. We got a courtesy runner in for the catcher. As Wegworth, center fielder, creeps in. The ball is fouled off, 0-1. He almost got burned by creeping in earlier on the Imes hit. At first base for the Raiders is Mason Munch, and he falls off the next pitch. So Mason Munch is at first base. Munch is a senior, gets his lead. Pitch, a hanging curve, is popped up to center field and right field, and the center fielder keeps coasting into right, makes the catch. Out number 2, and that'll bring up J.T. Groutman. Groutman was the starting pitcher yesterday, and looked good first couple of batters. Yeah, I think he threw 4 pitches, and the first 2 batters were out after they had a 5-0 lead going into that bottom of the inning. But West did score in that inning. They only scored 1 run, but they did score in the first. And then there was the big second inning where they had 10 guys come to the plate. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to Groutman, batting 8th in the order. Wears number 4 in his uniform. Also part of that state tournament basketball team. Boy, was that fun to cover. First time for the Raiders in eons. Pitches in the dirt. It's 1-1. It's only been a couple of years since the Raiders were at state. They were there 2 years ago when I was in a nursing home. Well, I guess I had just gotten out of it, when the state baseball tournament was going on. Now that I think about it, I was out a month or so. Pitch is a strike. 1-2 is the count. So Groutman needs to get a 2-strike hit here to keep this inning going. Northfield already down 3-0 the top of this inning. 2 runs were scored without the benefit of a single hit. Pitch is outside. It's 2-2. Couple of walks, a hit batter. Then you try to pick off a guy, end up at an error. And then you end up trying to get a guy coming home, and he is safe because he slid under the tag. That ball's hit straight back to the screen, and it's 2-2. 2-2 is the count. Looks like the Spitzak family sitting right down and right behind home plate. They swing and a miss, and Groutman goes down. That's the first strikeout by Wegworth, and that ends the bottom of the second. Raiders don't get any hits. They don't get any runs. They leave 1 runner on base. There were no errors. We played 2 complete, and we've got ourselves a 3-0 Grand Rapids lead as we go to the the top of the third. It'll be hitters 3, 4, and 5 in the order. 3, 4, and 5 in the order for the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, trying to advance to the Consolation Championship, which would be played at 5 o'clock this evening. Again, if the Raiders come back, we'll have it on Power.
The Northfield Raiders are headed to state, and Community Resource Bank is proud to support their championship run. Hard work, teamwork, and dedication have earned the Raiders a spot among Minnesota's best, and those same values guide Community Resource Bank every day. Congratulations to the Raiders on an outstanding season, and good luck at state from Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together, with locations in Northfield, Cannon Falls, Faribault, and Roseville. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Specialty Personnel Services can solve both sides of work-related problems. For employees, they can put you to work in a short period of time with employers that are in need of your skills. For you employers, Specialty Personnel Services has a list of potential employees that have the skill set to excel on your company's team. Don't waste time chasing want ads. Let the professionals work for you. They do specializing in construction and manufacturing jobs. Specialty Personnel Services in Owatonna. Call 451-5773. In Austin, 433-5570.
Well, we go to the top of the third. Grand Rapids has scored in every inning thus far. 1 in the first and 2 in the second. They have just 2 hits in this game. The Raiders have 1 hit and have not scored. Ben Imes has thrown 31 pitches through the first 2 innings, 17 of them strikes. He does have 3 strikeouts, 2 of them looking. But he also has walks, back-to-back walks, and then a hit batter loaded the bases last inning. They eventually scored 2 runs. Factoring into it was an error. Raiders had, in my scorebook, 3 errors yesterday. There's a pop-up. The scoreboard said 5 errors, but even the Mankato State coach said he didn't agree with that. Catches made by the first baseman Bennett in foul territory, and it's 1 up, 1 down.
Number 20, Alex Wegworth.
So Alex Wegworth steps in. He's the first baseman. Where's number 20? Geisler's the pitcher. I think I said Wegworth. It's Geisler, the pitcher for Grand Rapids. As a righty's pitch. Just an easy stroke to center. He dives forward and makes the catch. Outstanding catch by the center fielder. Wow. Awesome job that time by the center fielder for the Northfield Raiders, Dylan Bennett. Dylan Bennett did an outstanding job out there. That gets by him. Dylan Bennett. Dylan Morrow is his name. It said Bennett. I could swear on the lineup thing I saw, but it's Morrow who dove and made the catch. So Dylan Morrow makes the catch. As a righty comes to the set, kicks and delivers, and it's a ball. 1-0. 1-0 the count. 2 down. Geisler, the pitcher's up. He struck out looking his first time up. Himes trying to settle in here. The pitch is, well, it looked good from here, but it's called the ball. 2-0. 2-0 the count. We're getting right behind home plate, elevated. The press box. Good view of the entire field here. As he kicks and delivers, strike. 2-1 the count to his counterpart, Geisler. Himes, the junior on the hill for the Northfield Raiders, comes to the set. He operates always from the set. And the pitch is outside. You see a lot more pitchers doing that these days than back when I was a kid, and the reason makes perfect sense, right? You fly open quite often when you do the wind-up. It keeps you more tight to your body. You don't tend to fly open if you're pitching from the set. As the righty's next offering is too low, and he walked him. Man, oh man. Back-to-back walks, a hit batter last inning, and that's the third walk. We'll bring up Oliver Spahn, the catcher, who struck out looking his last time. You just walked a guy you struck out looking the first time. We got a courtesy runner coming in here for the pitcher. And that courtesy runner, well, I'm going to have to get my binocs out here. I thought it said 18, and there's no 18 on the roster. It is 18. There's no 18 on this roster.
Number 2, Oliver Spahn.
There's no 18 on this roster, so I can't tell you who it is. It's from Grand Rapids. Hopefully there's no Grand Rapids people listening. Man, oh man, really? Pitch is popped up, and nobody's going to get to this. It's 0-1 with a runner at first base.
First base for Grand Rapids is number 18, Gavin Bray.
I think it said John Bray is the guy at first. Doesn't say it on the roster. There's no 18 listed. Not on the lineup card either is there 18 listed. So I don't know where they got that, but the pitch is hit towards second base. Groutman stays down on it nicely and throws him out at first. Well, they got the goose egg they needed in this inning. There were no hits, no runs. One runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. The Grand Rapids Thunderhawks have a 3-0 lead on the Northfield Raiders, who have 2 errors already.
The Northfield Raiders are headed to state, and Community Resource Bank is proud to support their championship run. Hard work, teamwork, and dedication have earned the Raiders a spot among Minnesota's best, and those same values guide Community Resource Bank every day. Congratulations to the Raiders on an outstanding season, and good luck at state. From Community Resource Bank, let's bank together. With locations in Northfield, Cannon Falls, Faribault, and Roseville. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fairway Meat and Grocery in Faribault is a proud sponsor of all area athletics. Are you ready for your game day party? From USDA choice steaks and fresh produce to snacks and delicious meat and cheese trays, Fairway has everything you need to fuel your crew. Shop online for easy curbside pickup or check out their weekly ad in store. They're open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. for all your grocery needs. Good luck to all area athletes from Fairway Meat and Grocery in Faribault.
Catcher's getting behind home plate here as we get ready for the bottom of the third.
The Minnesota State High School League is seeking officials in all sports and at every level of competition. Go to MSHSL.org/officiating to find out how you can become a high school sports official. Take the next step.
31 pitches through 2 innings by Geisler. 21 of the 31 have been strikes by Geisler. Dylan Morrow will lead off the bottom of the third here for Northfield. Made an outstanding catch at the top of the inning. Dylan is one of the 10 seniors on this Northfield team as the left-handed hitter.
The center fielder, number 9, Dylan Morrow.
And the pitch is a strike. 0-1 to Dylan Morrow. Looks like he's had those batting gloves a while. They're pretty dirty. Pitch is a strike. It's 0-2. This young man has one strikeout, one walk, and given up one hit for the first 2 innings. As the junior kicks and delivers, he operates on the windup, and it's strike 3 called. Second straight strikeout, and that'll bring up the top of the order. Stewart, who started the game with a hit. First pitch he saw, he whapped into left center field. Where's number 11 on his uniform? Stewart, a senior. The righty's pitch. Bouncer in the dirt, 1-0. 1-0, the count to the right-handed hitting shortstop for the Northfield Raiders. That right-handed batter's box as he rocks and delivers. Outside, it's 2-0. He fell off balance on that one. As he again operates on the windup. Too high, it's 3-0, and Stewart will be looking all the way here. They need base runners. They're down 3-0 here in the third. These are 7-inning games, and it's a strike called. It's 3-1. 3-1 to the right-handed hitting leadoff hitter in the order for the Northfield Raiders. The righty's pitch. It's hit, but that should be a catch. Center fielder goes back, goes back, goes back, goes back. He makes another outstanding leaping catch. Going back, and he lands right by the warning track. Another outstanding catch by the center fielder. There's a lot of room in center field here in Jordan. It's 360 to straightaway center field, and that was hit to the deepest part of the park. And he just kept running and running and running and ran it down for the second out. That'll bring up Christian Whiteman as a curveball in there for a strike, 0-1. Raiders feel stink bit so far. They've had 2 hits that looked like they were going to be down. Imes hit that one. There's a strike call on the outside corner. It looked to be outside to me. It's 0-2 as the popcorn gets blown over by the wind. There's a slap towards short. He's going to charge it, and he just got him. Boy, that looked like it might have been. That was very close. Well, we've already seen the shortstop's arm. Up and down in order goes Northfield here in the bottom of the third. We've played 3 complete, 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors for Grand Rapids, no runs, 1 hit, 2 errors for the Northfield Raiders. Again, the winner plays at 5 this evening for the consolation championship of the Class AAA baseball tournament. We're in Jordan. The winner's bracket is being played in...
At J-Mo's Bowl in Faribault, you always strike a great meal. Let J-Mo's Bowl prepare and deliver the food right to you or host an unforgettable graduation open house right there on their property. Access to sand volleyball, darts, bowling, and don't forget Thursdays mean $2 per game bowling and $10 cheeseburger baskets. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 11 to midnight. Closed on Sundays and Mondays. Go to jmosbowl.com for details.
Big moments are built on confidence, and that's something you can see in a Raider team heading to state. At Heritage Dental Care in Northfield, they help you bring that same confidence every day with personalized care for the whole family in a comfortable, welcoming environment. From routine checkups to complete dental care, their team is here to keep your smile strong. Proud supporters of the Northfield Raiders. Heritage Dental Care in Northfield.
Well, we go to the top of the 4th inning. It'll be 7-8-9 in the order for the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, up by a 3-0 score. As Imes set to deliver his 41st pitch of the game, 22 of them have been strikes. He has walked 3 and he struck out 3. He's given up 2 hits and he's had a couple of errors behind him. The pitch is a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Also hit a batter. Yep, the bases were juiced in the second inning without the benefit of a single hit. And they scored in the inning. 2 runs, no less. Pitch is too low. It's 1-1. 1-1 to Joe Dick, the right fielder. The junior steps back in, taps the plate a couple of times. That back foot right on the back line of the batter's box. He's a right-handed hitter. The righty Imes gets the sign of the pitch. Too low and inside. And it's 2-1. 2-1 to the right-handed hitting Dick. There's a darker bat. As he a little bit of a wiggle action. A Nimes pitch. Outside. He misses again. It's 3-1. Does not want to get the leadoff man on here because they can manufacture and up that lead, which is, I'm sure, what they do if they do get a guy on. Strike. So we have a full count now to Dick. See if Imes can focus in on that mitt and get the ball to where the mitt is. Jensen sets up. Down on one knee. Lake kicked out. Pitch is fouled off. 3-2 the count to Joe Dick. Make Imes throw another pitch. They have a Jordan City flag out there along with the U.S. flag and the Minnesota, and it's a new Minnesota flag, the new style, I guess. Relatively new, a couple of years, I guess, and he walked it. A walk to lead off the 4th inning. The 4th walk. He's also hit a batter.
Left field, number 1, Grady Hyduke.
And Hyduke steps in. Grady is a senior, left-handed hitter. Was a last-minute lineup change. And somebody else penciled in initially. Hyduke walked his last time up. So that's the second time that Dick was walked. Third baseman's rolling in. Here comes, oh, the throw's going to be in the center field. And he's got a stolen base. They didn't need the sacrifice. First pitch was a ball, 1-0. So again, the Thunderhawks got a guy in scoring position. Third baseman was charging on that one, and he didn't have to bunt it because it was about 8 miles too high. And the pitch. Squares to bunt again, and he misses the strike zone. It's 2-0. As bringing the bat back was Hyduke. Grand Rapids have been masters all these years at the small ball. They really have. They're so good at it. We saw that earlier on the hot box play. The pitch is a ball. It's 3-0. You got a guy trying to sacrifice himself for the first out, and it's 3-0. Well, I doubt that he's showing bunt right at the moment, and the pitch is a strike. Here's a throw to third, and it was thrown the third baseman wasn't back to the bag. So he easily steals third base because the third baseman was playing up thinking bunt. And now the infield's going to come in here and try and choke off this run. There was a strike called. It's 3-1, and Imes has to deliver a strike here. He does. It's fouled off down the third baseline. It's 3-2. 3-2 the count to the left-handed hitting Hyduke, the senior, playing left field. Runner at third base gets his lead. There are no outs. And the infield is all on the grass. All you need to do is hit it to a hole. Strike right down Broadway. Oh, my, he called it a ball. Wow, that was right down the heart of the plate. Holy moly. I'd like to see a replay of that. It's a walk. The 5th for Imes. Runners at the corners with nobody out. And it'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Scarletta, who was hit by a pitch his last time up, as Coach Spitzak's going to come out here and try and get everybody on the same page. Josh Spitzak, always enjoy visiting with him on Saturday mornings. Our Northfield Coaches Show is at 9:40, brought to you by the Fireside in Denison. Take the short drive to Delicious. I don't remember this. I don't know where that came from. I don't remember this decking above the between the third base dugout and the press box. I thought there were grandstands on that side too when we were here back in 2014 when the Faribault Lakers were here and had that magical come from behind win.
Stepping to the plate for the Thunderhawks, number 9, third baseman Chase Galetta.
Well, the wheels are all over the place. I mean, you got all kinds of options here if you're Grand Rapids. And the pitch is it's called a ball. They have the cutoff play on. Runner gets second base. It's a stolen base. It's a 1-0 count, and I really don't know where this umpire strike zone is. That would look like a good pitch, too. So it's 1-0. With runners at second and third, you got first base open. Maybe you want to put him on and put a force at any base. The pitch is jammed him, and it's a high fly ball. Left fielder goes back. That should score the runner from third with no problem. And it does, but the runner from second going to third is safe. Boy, he did not get in there all that easily. It's now 4-0 Grand Rapids. You need another one of those deep fly balls, and it'll be 5-0 Grand Rapids. Give the Thunderhawks all the credit in the world. They have scored 3 runs in this game. Well, they scored 5 runs in this game, but a sacrifice fly. 2 of them have scored a couple of the runs. And the pitch is hit towards second. Second baseman Groutman comes home, and he should be out as he slides into the base, but is he out? He said, I'm holding the ball. He's asking the umpires. The umpires say it looked to me like he might have picked it up at home plate, but the umpires are, the tag was applied, and he might have kicked the ball out when he slid into home plate, is what it looked like to me anyway, and the umpires are all conversing. I don't think anybody saw it. And they say he's safe. Coach Spitzak's going to come out. It looked to me like he did pick up the ball in front of the plate at the very end. The throw was there. The tag was applied in time, but the ball came out, it appeared, in front of the plate. And so the run's going to score, and it's going to make it 5-0. And again, they do this without the benefit of it. 2 walks come home to score. The runners at first base on a fielder's choice. There's still nobody out. Jensen said he tagged him, and he did tag him. But then it looked to me like he bent over in front of the plate and picked up the ball. And initially I thought none of the umpires saw it. Coach Spitzak is still out there talking to the home plate umpire. And I don't think he can believe what's going on here at the state tournament. Yesterday they had a 7-1 lead. It went bye-bye. Today they have given up runs in some unconventional ways. Give Grand Rapids all the credit in the world, though. This team can manufacture runs. Now the home plate umpire is going to say, did you see it? Because initially it looked like they didn't see it. And he said yes. And Coach Spitzak sent back to his dugout. Meanwhile, Jensen is talking to the home plate umpire. He did tag him. And the question is, did he hold on to the ball long enough for it to be recorded as an out? And evidently the umpires are saying no. The tag was applied, and it was in plenty of time. He was dead to rights at home plate, but again, it looked like the ball had come out. So it's a 5-0 lead, and only 2 hits in the game. They've got 5 runs. I mean, that's what walks are killers, man. They have 5 runs, 5 walks, and a hit batter. Coach Spitzak is consoling Mr. Jensen, who swears that he applied the tag, and he did. He applied the tag, but evidently they didn't think he had it in his glove long enough to make it an out. So it's been an adventuresome couple of days here at the state tournament for the Northfield Raiders. It'd be quite a comeback if they can accomplish that.
Pitch hitting for Grand Rapids, number 23, Dennis Doyle.
So, Himes is nowhere near out of trouble. That ball is hammered, and that's going to go over the center fielder's head. Bounce up against the wall. Easily score another run. It's 6-0 Grand Rapids. They got 1 out on the board. I don't know where the out is. That's a stand-up double there. Stand-up double. Oh, okay, now the leadoff guy was out, wasn't he? Stand-up double for an RBI. 3 runs in the inning. There's another hit to right field. They're going to hold up the runner at third as the throw comes in. They got their hitting shoes on now. There's 1 out. And the number 4 hitter steps in, Wegworth, the first baseman. And Coach Spitzak, I think, is going to make a pitching change here. It looks to me like he's going to make a pitching change. It's just hard to overcome 5 or 6 walks. Hit batter. So he's still talking on the hill. I don't know that the guy is ready in the pen. There is a guy warming up in the pen. I can't see the pen from where I'm at. Jensen is still a little upset about the call at home plate, it appears. And he did apply the tag as the guy was coming home, but it looked like he slyly tried to pick up a ball in front of the plate after the play. That's why I said I'd love to see a replay. So let's see what happens here. Runners at the corners and only 1 out. There goes the runner from first. The ball's popped up and out of play. 0-1. He'll have to go back to first. Mankato West ran at will yesterday. And the Thunderhawks have had a couple of stolen bases as well here. And that runner will be going again. I'm willing to bet he'll try to get in the hot box again. The pitch. It's hit straight to right field. Another run scores. He's going over to third. The throw on the fly is to third, but he's in there safely. A throw down to second. He's in there safely. So we're going to have Wegworth with an RBI single. He'll end up at second base on the throw, trying to get the runner at third, which is why that throw should have been cut off. He would have kept the runner at first. Coach Spitzak, if he didn't pull him then, he's going to, it appears, pull him now. Some days you have it, and some days you don't. And coming in here, it appears, to pitch for the Northfield Raiders is going to be Tyler Holes. He's a junior. Where's number 13? He's a right-hander. So Imes leaves here in the fourth. It's 6-0 Grand Rapids. Actually, it's 7-0 because they just scored again. RBI single by Wegworth. Going to third is Sweeney. Actually, it wasn't Wegworth. It was his courtesy runner, who I never did catch. Or no, that's Geisler who has a courtesy runner. Geisler's coming to the plate here. The 8th man to come to the plate here in the 4th inning.
And coming in to pitch, number 13, Tyler Holtz.
So Tyler Holes is pitching for Northfield. Imes had 40 pitches coming into this inning, 32 of them strikes.
At the plate for Grand Rapids, number 13, the pitcher, Mason Geisler.
So Mason Geisler will step in. Again, the infield is on the grass. As the right-hander's pitch is a ball. I still don't understand this guy's strike zone. That looked like a strike again. 1-0 the count. He does not call a high strike at all. Unless it's a breaking ball. He's called that a couple of times. And the next pitch misses. 1-1 the count. This is a tough spot to bring a guy in, right? This Holes, tough spot. Tough spot to bring a guy in. And the pitch is a strike. 1-2 is the count. To the right-handed hitting Mason Geisler. Runners at second and third and one out. Holes comes to the set and delivers a ball. So it's 2-2. Well, I guess it's 3-1 according to the scoreboard. I thought it called 2 strikes, but I guess he's called didn't call a strike there. So the pitch is a strike there. It's now 3-2. 3-2 the count to Geisler. I think I'd put him on first base. You have a force at any base. There's only one out. Especially when you're playing the infield in. And the pitch. He missed. He walked him. So another walk. So a walk there. That is the 6th walk by Northfield pitchers. We're going to have a guy come in and run, and that is going to be, again, for Grand Rapids.
First base for the Thunderhawks, number 18, Gavin Bray. At the plate, the catcher, number 2, Oliver Spahn.
I think he said Gavin Bray. It's not on the roster. As Oliver Spahn steps in, Spahn, the catcher, a right-handed hitter with the bags juiced. And only one out. This game could be really broken open here. It's hit to right field. Right fielder goes back, and makes he dropped the ball. He caught it and then dropped it. And a run scores. They had to wait to see if he was going to catch it before they could go home, so they only got one run out of the deal. But when it rains, it pours. Spahn has himself that's an error. That's a flat-out error. So you got to roll an error on that. Bags are juiced again. And they're batting around here in the fourth inning. Joe Dick, who led the inning with a walk. He's walked twice. Steps up. Well, he just dropped the ball. He caught it and dropped it. So there's still only one out. The pitch is a strike on the inside corner, 0-1 to Dick. He walked after a full count to start this inning. And then the next guy worked a full count and also got walked by Imes, who went the first 3 1/3, and there's a couple of hopper. It goes right over the shortstop. Another run scores. I'm giving him a hit on that. That was a hammer. That was a hammer, so I'm going to give him an infield RBI hit. That makes it 8-0. And the 10-run rule kicks in after 5, so they're going to check and make sure that Stewart's okay, the shortstop. He got absolutely hammered on that ball. They're going to check on him here. It looks like he might have a bloody nose. Yep, he got popped right in the nose by the ball.
The Northfield Raiders are headed to state, and Community Resource Bank is proud to support their championship run. Hard work, teamwork, and dedication have earned the Raiders a spot among Minnesota's best, and those same values guide Community Resource Bank every day. Congratulations to the Raiders on an outstanding season, and good luck at state. From Community Resource Bank, let's bank together. With locations in Northfield, Cannon Falls, Faribault, and Roseville. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Harley's Auto Salvage has been in business over a half-century, serving people through their like magic nationwide parts locator. New and used auto parts. Check out their large supply of new and used tires. 30-day warranty on electronics, 60-day warranty on all motors and transmissions with extended warranties available.
Cody here with Harley's Auto Salvage. Haven't been here in a while? Stop in and check out our drive-thru recycling building. You can recycle your aluminum cans, copper, brass, and metal. And of course, we're always here to help you get that newer used auto part. Harley's Auto Salvage.
They're still trying to get the bloody nose stopped of Mr. Stewart, the shortstop for Northfield. That ball was hit on the screws right at Stewart. It did a hot skip in front of him and it hit him in the head, in the nose, evidently, because he has got a bloody nose. And they're trying to stop the bleeding here. Might want to check to see if it's broken. Man, oh man, that would hurt. Get smacked by a... So they score another run on that to make it 8-0 Grand Rapids. Here in the fourth inning, they have 6 runs in the inning. Actually, I think it's 9-0. Bags are juiced again. There's still only one out. And Hajduk will step up. I think it should say 9-0 on the scoreboard. It says 8. And the pitch is lifted foul down the third baseline. 0-1 to Hajduk. Hajduk has walked twice, been up twice, walked twice, scored twice. It's been the story of this game. A lot of walks. The pitch. Breaking ball. It's fouled off. It's 0-2. Bags are juiced with only one out. And again, they 10-run rule kicks in the 5th inning. Now the doorstep of that. Yep, they just put the 9th run up. I was right. The pitch is a ball. 1-2. Second day in a row I've been right with the score. The scoreboard was wrong. The pitch is outside. He's got nowhere to put him. 2-2 is the count to Hajduk. With the bags juiced. This is where you just got to challenge him. You got to throw it over the plate. You don't want to walk in a run. Just throw it over the plate. He did. It's hit the second. Groutman's going to come home, and he's going to be safe at home. No, there's a force out at the plate. That's right. He's out. Force out at the plate. So he's out at the plate. 4-2. Bags are juiced again on the fielder's choice. That's why I wanted to earlier. Remember what I said earlier? When the guy scored from third, they would not have had to tag him had they automatically put a guy at first base and put a force at any base. That's why I wanted them to do that. So Scarletta steps in. The pitch is a curveball, and it's a strike, 0-1, and boy, did that have some bend to it. That was a heck of a breaking ball from Holes. The next offering is hit toward third. He stays back. It's going to be an error, and another run scores to make it 10-0. There'll be an error on the third baseman. He kind of let the ball play him, actually. Going to be an error in my book. So Morgan steps up, the lead man. Pitch is a strike, 0-1. They should have been out of the inning. Third baseman kind of let the ball play him there. There was no way he was going to throw him out. He tried, but probably should have held on to the ball. 1-1 the count. Easier said than done, right? You want to make something happen? I understand that fully. 1-1 the count. The pitch is hit towards short. Shortstop charges, goes to second for 1, and that ends the inning. Well,
7 runs on 4 base hits. There was 3 Northfield errors and 3 runners left on base.
Yeah. 7 runs on 4 hits. There were 3 Northfield errors, and the bags were juiced when the inning came to a close. Boy, does Northfield have a chore in front of them. Coach Spitzak has a meeting of the players now in front of the dugout. Actually, it looks like the players might have called that themselves and said, let's play some good baseball here. It's 10-0 Grand Rapids.
Big moments are built on confidence, and that's something you can see in a Raider team heading to state. At Heritage Dental Care in Northfield, they help you bring that same confidence every day with personalized care for the whole family in a comfortable, welcoming environment. From routine checkups to complete dental care, their team is here to keep your smile strong. Proud supporters of the Northfield Raiders. Heritage Dental Care in Northfield.
Discover the finest jewelry collection in southern Minnesota, right in downtown Canyon at Todd G. Jewelry. With an extensive selection to suit every style and budget, you'll find everything from timeless watches and elegant jewelry to unique money clips and more. Personalize your gift with a custom engraving. Add a name, a special message, or both to make it truly one of a kind. Because you don't want just any diamond. You want a Todd G. Jewelry diamond.
1-0 to Wade Gilbertson. Started the game at third, went to first. He launches this one around the right field, and he straightened it out. It would have been a home run, but it's a foul ball. 1-1 the count. Hit a solo shot yesterday. To avoid the 10-run rule, the Raiders got to score here. They're down 10-0. We're in the 4th inning, so they do have another 3 outs, but Meanwhile, the Grand Rapids team is getting a guy warmed up, probably so they can save their pitcher that's on the hill right now, and he can pitch in the next game, be my guess. As he kicks and delivers, pitches a ball. It's 2-1. I mean, coming back from 10-0 is very, very tough. If you could just make this a 7-inning game, it'd be an accomplishment. Strike called. 2-2. Two and 2 is the count. He's retired 5 straight after a walk. Only 1 hit for Northfield. They had 12 hits yesterday against Mankato West. 12 hits. Only 1 today. That was a leadoff single by Stewart. And the only other guy on base, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strikeout number 3. We'll bring up Ben Imes. Imes, who started the game on the hill, is now playing third base. The catcher here who did a nice little chat with the home plate umpire. First pitch swinging is a foul ball, 0-1 to Imes. Where the Raiders have just had troubles finding pitchers that throw strikes these last 2 days. Just one of those things. That ball's popped up. Second baseman backpedals, is going to dink hit right between the second baseman and the right fielder. A little Texas leaguer for a single for Imes. Well, that could start something. 1 out, Owen Jensen steps up. I'm sure the coaches and the players said in that Northfield dugout, if they can bat around, we can bat around. Let's do it. We did it yesterday, and they did. Owen Jensen 0 for 1 with a ground out and the pitch. Curveball is ripped to left field. So maybe the guys are a little more fired up here. Runners at first and second with 1 out. That'll bring up Brody Jensen, the catcher. Actually, they're going to send somebody else at the plate here. This is going to be Mason Munch, who was his courtesy runner the last time up. Mason Munch steps in.
Number 3, Mason Munch.
So Munch steps in. Jensen's kind of dinged up behind the plate, so they're giving a little breather here. Got slid into and was limping yesterday. He was limping today. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Swing. And I think it might have got the umpire. 0-1 the count. The umpire needs a new mask or something. Coach Kinnunen is making sure he's okay. You have a trainer come out here from Northfield. And they're going to get him a glass of water here. Says, I'm ready to go. 0-1 the count to Brody Jensen. Raiders need to score to avoid that 10-run rule at this point. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. It's 10-0 in favor of Grand Rapids. And they only have 6 hits for those 10 runs. Has a throw to second base, but he's back. And runners are at first and second with a 1 out. Munch has an 0-1 count to him. Strike 2. So 0-2 to Munch as he steps back in that right-handed batter's box. With runners at first and second and 1 down. Curve is too high. It's 1-2. Munch wears number 3 on his uniform. Right-handed hitter, senior. He'll step back in, tap the plate a couple of times. And the pitch. He was going to go after it, decided not to, and he gets struck out looking. The 4th strikeout. That'll bring up Weber. So the right fielder, Henry Weber, steps in, and boy, Northfield could use a timely hit here to get on the board. Game following this one is going to be Ricori, and first pitch is a ball, 1-0 to Weber, who's 0 for 1. We already told you only 1 hit coming into this inning. They've got 2 hits this inning, does Northfield. Pitch is outside. It's 2-0. 42 pitches coming into the inning for Geisler. And they had a guy warming up, and it appeared to me they were going to try and keep him under the 50 pitches so he could pitch in the second game, but now that's gone. That ball's tattooed over left field. It's going to bounce up against the fence. That was almost hit too hard. Only 1 run's going to score. But the Raiders are on the board with a scalding hit by Weber to left field. Gets an RBI on the double. The runners are at second and third with 2 outs, and that'll bring up J.T. Groutman. Groutman struck out his only time up so far. Steps in, and boy, the Raiders could use a knock to get a couple runs in here. It's 10-1. That ball is hit to straightaway center field. 1 run scores. The windmill for the second run. Oh, here comes the cutoff. He's going to score. Groutman gets 2 RBIs. So 2 RBIs make it 10-3. I don't know what that Raider said to his teammates down there, but whatever it was, it worked.
Center fielder, number 9, Dylan Morrow.
So Dylan Morrow steps in. He struck out looking his first time up. And the pitch. Curveball is fouled off, 0-1. 0-1 to Morrow, the center fielder. Made an outstanding catch in this game. The center fielder for Grand Rapids has made 2 leaping grabs to rob hits. Pitch is outside. It's 1-1. Actually, I said Weber was at second. He's actually at first. I don't know why he's not at second. That ball was crunched off the left field fence. There's a strike. It's 1-2, but he's not. He's at first. Still gets the 2 RBIs. The pitch. Ooh, he almost hit him. I would have let it hit me. It's 2-2. You need base runners, man. You're down by 7 runs. Morrow wears number 9, the left-handed hitter. The pitch. He reaches down, hits it. It's a slow roller. Shortstop is charging, throws to first. He's not in time. Morrow beats out the throw. It's going to be an infield hit. The bags are going to be juiced. Or no, runners at first and second. First and second with 1 out. 2 outs now. That's right, there's 2 strikeouts. And that'll bring up Michael Stewart. So good 2 out hitting there. As the righty's pitch is a curveball and it's fouled off. 0-1 to count to Stewart. An extra bagger would be really nice here. That would cut that lead in half. A pitch in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher. 1-1 to count. Spahn is the catcher, and he does spell it like Warren Spahn, the legendary major leaguer. Have to see if he's any relation. That would be interesting. There's a foul ball going to hit the river. 1-2 the count. Well, they got a 2-strike infield hit their last batter. 10-3 is now our score. As the Raiders had a group meeting in front of the dugout, and I saw none of the coaches were in the middle of that. It was all players, and one of them was talking, and whatever he said worked. Sure said, let's wake up, guys. And the pitch, strike called, and it looked like a ball. I mean, again, his strike zone is interesting. Now, I was too close to take. All the outs in this inning were strikeouts, 5 strikeouts now for Geisler, but 3 runs do cross the plate. Two runs crossed the plate. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. See, they got 5 hits and only 3 runs. Grand Rapids had an inning where they got 2 runs and not a single hit. You gotta love baseball, don't you? 2 runners left, one of them in scoring position. No errors. As we go to the top of the 5th inning, it'll be 2, it'll be 2, 3, and 4 in the order for Grand Rapids. They're up by a 10-3 score.
Fire up the grill and stock up on summer favorites at Cashwise Foods. Right now, juicy pork loin back ribs are just $3.49 per pound, and sweet red seedless grapes are only $1.99 per pound. Plus, save even more with their Buy 5, Save $5 Mix and Match event on many of your favorite grocery items throughout the store. Shop in-store or online for everyday savings only at Cashwise Foods.
Only Cashwise Foods.
Minnesota Coaches Incorporated is proud to transport teams, athletes, cheerleaders, and coaches, getting you to the game all season long. Since the 1930s, they've been your trusted full-service charter planner, serving local communities with safe, reliable travel. From private charters and school trips to tour groups, sports teams, and church outings, they've got you covered. Minnesota Coaches Incorporated. Full-service travel with peace of mind. Visit MinnesotaCoaches.com or call 507-334-5121 today.
1-0 is the count from Holes to his first batter here in the 5th inning. The second ball is popped up, and the center fielder, Morrow, will make the catch. They had somebody else batting that time, and that was 23, who's not on the roster either. Really? So Caden Sweeney steps up. Had a single his last time up and scored, and he was 0 for 2 prior to that. Righty's pitch. Strike. 0-1. Holes walked the first guy he saw, but there's a ball. A strike. 0-2. walked the first guy he saw in the fourth inning. There's a bouncer, and it's 1-2. As he kicks and delivers. And that misses. It's 2-2. It's now 3-2. Threw just 11 pitches last inning, and he issues a walk here. So let's see here.
Number 20, Alex Wigworth.
That's, I think, his fourth walk. Pitch is up high. It's 1-0. Iams also walked 3 guys. Let's see here. Oh, he walked 4, 5. He walked 5 guys. And throw down to second, throw over to first. He's not going anywhere. One down, runner at first base, and a 2-0 count now to Wigworth, who is the first baseman. So again, Iams had 5 walks. And that one was the second one by Holes. He fouls off a pitch to make it 2-1. Runner at first base. They have 6 hits, both teams. Big difference between all the hits and the errors that Northfield has, and Grand Rapids has no errors. And the pitch is swung on. It's another foul ball, 2-2. Another one in the river. 2-2 the count. Cody Kosfelder at the Power 96 Sports microphone in Jordan, where Northfield has their second day of shaking their head baseball. You got to play error-free ball at State. The pitch, curve ball, is fouled off. 2-2. That was a nice pitch that Holes just delivered. A very good job by Wigworth to stay alive. Holes is kind of talking to his glove here, it appears. Remember Mark Friedrich? The Tigers? That's what he was known for, talking with his glove. Actually, he asked his catcher to come up and talk to him, Mr. Jensen, who's had quite the workout behind the plate. In fact, he's no longer behind the plate. I think it's Munch behind there now. So the runner gets his lead at first. He kicks and fires, and it's fouled off again. 2-2. This will be the 7th pitch of this at bat. Iams went 3 1/3. Faced 19 batters. He calls time, does Wigworth, and gets it granted. Now he'll step back in that right-handed batter's box. His back foot is out of the line of the batter's box. The pitch. Swing and a miss. You never see that call. There's his, oh my, he's called safe at second base. It looked like the throw was there plenty of time, and he didn't drop the ball, and he's called safe.
Pitcher number 13, Mason Geisler.
So a stolen base for Sweeney. It was a strikeout. That's the first one, I think, for Holes. And brings up Mason Geisler. He hits it right back up the middle, and it's going to go into center field. And here comes the throw home. It's not in time. And here comes Geisler, and he's got to dive to get back to first base. And he's going to get himself an RBI. And I would not give them an error on that. Groutman almost made a great play behind the bag to even get to that ball. The run does score. I wouldn't give him an error. We'll see what they give him.
For Grand Rapids, number 18, Gavin Bray.
I'm giving him a single. It was right back up the middle, over the pitcher's shoulder, and behind the second base bag. Groutman got to it, but he just couldn't corral it. And the pitch is up high, 1-0. Let's see if they agree with me on the call there. Nope, they're putting an error up. I would not give them an error on that. As the pitch is outside. So it's 2-0 now to Oliver Spahn, the catcher for the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Looks like they're going to advance the consolation championship game. Play either Delano or Ricori. That should be a good game. Throw over to first. And the Raiders will jump on their bus and head home. I would guess. I got a 2-0 count. There's 1-0 on the board. It's now 3-0. And I'm right, it's 3-0. The umpire has three fingers up, and they got two balls on the scoreboard. It's 3-0. 3-0 is the count. As a right-hander comes to the set. And the pitch right down Broadway for strike one. They did give an error on that last play, but these guys are not major leaguers. I would not give them an error. To get to that ball was really good. They're not major leaguers. You can't expect them to make major league plays. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second, and he's going to be in there safely with a stolen base. Second stolen base of this inning. 3-2 count to Spahn with a runner now in scoring position. That would be run number 12. In the 10-run rule kicks in the fifth inning, and we're in the fifth. And right now, they're up by 8. The pitch. It's slapped toward right field. They'll be up by 9. He's going to round third. It's going to be an RBI single for Spahn. And that'll bring up Joe Dick. So Joe Dick is due to come up. That was a full count again with 2 outs. Got to really tip your hat. This Grand Rapids team, they're a fundamentally good baseball team. Those sac flies for RBIs that drive me nuts when professionals can't do it. And the pitch is up high, and I realize professional pitchers are trying to make them not do it, but still. They see high school teams that are able to move runners like that and score runners like that. They're impressive, and this Grand Rapids team is impressive. Pitch is inside. It's 2-0. Moles out on the hill. Imes started this game at pitching. He was now at third base. Gilbertson went from third to first base. Those are their natural positions. Pitch is up high. It's 3-0. Holes might be getting a little tired here. I don't know how much he's pitched during the course of the season. Let's see here. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is the 12th batter he's faced, and he walks him. So Holes gets his third walk. After 5 walks, that's 8 walks by Northfield pitchers in this game. Add they got 5 errors on the board. I don't think there should be 5 errors, but I'm not the official scorer. Whenever I score, I always keep in mind that these are not professionals. You can't score it like you would a professional. It's just my own opinion. So another run would make it a 10-run game. Pitches outside, and that other run is in scoring position. They got runners at first and second. It's 1-0 to Hajduk, left-handed hitter. Strike 1, 1-1 to count. So again, the winning run is at second base. If he scores, this game's over. We're in the 5th inning. Fouls it off. 1-2 the count to Hajduk. If Holes can get one more strike here, Northfield will get more at-bats. Well, I guess they do get their at-bats here in the 5th, now that I think about it. They have to score in the bottom of the 5th. Ball fouled off. It's 1-2 still. So they'll get their at-bats in the bottom of the 5th, but they'll need to come up with some runs. Well, they need to anyway. The pitch is in the dirt. We got another full count. Another full count. The nightmare for the Raiders continues. A strike is called, and it clearly looked like a ball. But he calls a strike to end the inning. They only got a couple of hits. They got a couple of runs. They left a couple of guys on base, one in scoring position. They gave Northfield an error. I did not give them an error here in this inning. So, ladies and gentlemen, we do go to the bottom of the 5th. 12-3 is the score. Grand Rapids on top of Northfield here in Jordan, Minnesota on Power.
As a business owner, you understand the importance of protecting your reputation, workplace, employees, and financial assets. Our team is ready to help yours by creating a custom lineup of industry-specific coverages and risk management service to help you stay at the top of your game. Contact your local Federated representative for more information today. Federated Insurance. It's our business to protect yours. Rated A+ Superior by AM Best Company.
Fairway Meat and Grocery in Owatonna is a proud sponsor of all area athletics. Are you ready for your game day party? From USDA choice steaks and fresh produce to snacks and delicious meat and cheese trays, Fairway has everything you need to fuel your crew. Shop online for easy curbside pickup or check out their weekly ad in store. They're open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. for all your grocery needs. Good luck to all area athletics from Fairway Owatonna.
1-0 the count to Christian Whiteman, left fielder, right-handed hitter for Northfield here in the bottom of the 5th. And then he throws a wild pitch, and this is still Geisler on the hill for the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. They had a guy warming up, and it looked like they were going to try and keep him under 50 pitches, and that ball is scalded down left field. Oh, and it was just foul, I thought. That looked like it was foul from where I'm sitting, but they're going to give him a hit. Well, that was right down the line. It sure looked foul from where I'm sitting, and I'm sitting in the press box looking perch high. And yeah, they're saying now it's a foul ball after I already scored it on the thing. They didn't initially say it was a foul ball. I don't know how come all of a sudden they did. But it's a 0-1, let's see, a 2-1 count now after I already put the hit in my book. It's now 3-1. Would be poetic justice if you walked him here or if he got a hit. The pitch. And it's going to be a base hit. So he gets his single anyway. A single by Whiteman, and that last one probably should have been extra bases that hit the line, but the left fielder got over there lickety-split. Wade Gilbertson steps in. He hit a solo homer yesterday, a 2-run shot here. It looked mighty fine. 12-3. The ball's hit. Almost took the head off Geisler right up the middle. So another hit puts runners at first and second with nobody out. Never say never, right? You have to record all the outs. If the Raiders were able to bat around and put up about 8 runs, we'd have ourselves a game again. Nobody out, runners at first and second. Imes hammers it. It's scalded. Third baseman catches it, throws to second, a throw to first. It was caught on the fly, wasn't it? He caught it on the fly. He caught it on the fly. There's 2 outs. It's a double play. It was a liner. Imes scalded it to the third baseman, who caught it on the fly and then stepped on the bag to get the runner from second to third. That's where the runner at second needed to make sure that that ball goes through before you head there. So you have a runner at first base with 2 outs. Jensen steps in. I mean, he absolutely tattooed that ball. But the third baseman caught it on the fly, then stepped on the bag. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Jensen, the DH. Well, the Raiders looked like they had something brewing in that double play. And again, when you're at second base, you got to make sure that ball gets through. He was all the way to almost the second base bag, and he was dead to rights. As the pitch, a little chin music, makes it 3-0. And Geisler's kind of gone a little out of control here. And the pitch is a strike as I say that. It's 3-1. That was right down Broadway. Owen Jensen's the DH. Righty's pitch is fouled off. It's a full count now to Jensen. Top of the 6th inning. It'll be 9-1-2 for Grand Rapids with a chance to end this in the 10-run rule. And the pitch is a slow roller. Shortstop, he's throwing out guys from the hole before, and he does it again! Another major league play at shortstop. Man, that young man's got an arm. as he throws him out to end the fifth inning. They had runners at first and second with nobody out and do not score. They get 2 hits in the inning, and 2 runners are left, one of them in scoring position. No errors and more stellar defensive play by the Thunderhawks. It's 12-3 going into the bottom of the fifth.
Fairway Meat and Grocery in Faribault is a proud sponsor of all area athletics. Are you ready for your game day party? From USDA choice steaks and fresh produce to snacks and delicious meat and cheese trays, Fairway has everything you need to fuel your crew. Shop online for easy curbside pickup or check out their weekly ad in store. They're open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. for all your grocery needs. Good luck to all area athletes from Fairway Meat and Grocery in Faribault.
At Community Resource Bank, they're more than just a place to manage your money. They're your neighbors, your supporters, your financial partners. Whether you're starting fresh or planning ahead, the team at Community Resource Bank is ready to help with banking that fits your life. Stop in, say hi, and see why more people are choosing Community Resource Bank. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC.
Well, after Holes had a 34-pitch fifth inning, we got another substitution here. The juniors come in to throw for Northfield. Jonah Cook, or Coke. He's a junior. Wears number 8 on his uniform. A right-hander. His job is to put up a goose egg here. Go to the bottom of the 6th. 1 run would end this game by the 10-run rule.
Northfield, number 8, Jonah Cook. Leading off for Grand Rapids. Top of the 6th inning. Third baseman, number 9, Chase Scaletta.
So Chase Scarletto will lead off this inning. He's been on base all 3 times he's been up. The number 9 hitter. Third baseman was hit by a pitch his first time up. Fielder's choice his second time up. Error his third time up. He's been a magnet for bad things. If you're a Northfield Raider thing, there's a pop up the first baseman. No, he couldn't make the catch in foul territory. 0-1 to count. That is so hard to do. People don't realize how hard it is running back on a ball, trying to catch it over your shoulder. Kent Herbeck was so good at that for the Twins all those years. He made it look easy, and it's not. So 0-1 to Scarletta. As Koch's pitch hit him in the back. So it's another hit batter. They got the winning run on right now. The clinching run is on the base. And I'd be willing to bet you that Mr. Morgan will lay down a bunt here so they can get this thing over with and head to the next game against either Delano or Ricori. The pitch is a strike. 0-1. Again, the consolation championship is at 5 this evening. As the righty kicks and delivers. It's a ball, and he hasn't shown bunt yet. It's 1-1. 1-1 to Morgan, the leadoff man. Singled and scored in the first inning, and they've never looked back since. 12-3 Grand Rapids. Curveball hit well. Center fielder will make the catch. So 1 down, and that'll bring up Cole Gores. Well, actually, this is number 23, who we never did find out who it was.
Stepping to plate for Grand Rapids, number 23, Dennis Doyle.
The name's not on the roster at 23 anyway. Pitches inside 1-0. Can't understand what he said, so we'll go with number 23 at the plate. Throw over to first base. That was my old basketball number. My baseball number was 13. So the pitch is outside. 2-0 the count. The right-handed hitting number 23. DHing. Swings. And misses. It's 2-1. So the next offering is a curveball that the second baseman's going to throw to short for one, relay to first, double play! A 4-6-3 double play turned by the Northfield Raiders, and we're going to the top of the sixth inning. I think I said that was the sixth. It was actually the fifth. They batted around a couple of times, and my scorebook is off. So we're going to the bottom of the sixth. Raiders need to put together a couple of innings of rallies here is what they need to do. We'll see if they can do it.
At Community Resource Bank, they're more than just a place to manage your money. They're your neighbors, your supporters, your financial partners. Whether you're starting fresh or planning ahead, the team at Community Resource Bank is ready to help with banking that fits your life. Stop in, say hi, and see why more people are choosing Community Resource Bank. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC.
Yeah, they're going to have Geisler go all the way here, so they got all their pitchers available for the next game. He has thrown 79 pitches, 54 of them strikes. He has struck out 5. More importantly, he has given up 8 hits. Northfield actually has more hits, 8-7 over Grand Rapids. But when you throw in, 8 walks, 3 hit batters, and multiple errors, that's what you get. As Munch will lead things off here. Pitches a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. That was the 80th pitch of the game delivered. We're in the 6th inning. Mason Munch at the plate, and he sees a strike 2. It's 0-2. Struck out his only time up, and he'll strike out again. So that is the 6th strikeout by Geisler. And we'll bring up Henry Weber. Weber had an RBI single his last time up when the Raiders put together 3 runs in the 4th inning to avoid a 5-inning shortened game. There's a strike, 0-1. Just before that bottom of the inning, the players in front of the dugout got together, and somebody must have said, do we really want to come to state tournament and play like this? 1-1 to count. Let's get our act together, and they did. As he rocks and delivers, almost hit him. It's 2-1. Again, at this point, I'd let it hit me. You need base runners. Curveball is hit towards short. Shortstop's going to have to wait for it. It's a slow roller. Throws to first, and they got him. Man, I'm telling you, the arm of this shortstop, he didn't even charge that ball fully. Ethan Morgan, who's a junior, outstanding shortstop here for Grand Rapids. There's 2 down. It'll bring up Groutman. JT had a 2 RBI hit his last time up. Struck out in the 2nd inning. Pitches outside for a ball, 1-0. Geisler kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Groutman will tap the plate again. And the righty's offering. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Thought he was going to choke up, but he's not choking up on the bat here as the pitch. Strikeout. Number 7 for Geisler, who says, let's get this thing over with. 8 strikes in that inning. Only 11 pitches. 90 pitches total. And they're hoping they don't have to go to a bottom of the 7th. Remember, Northfield is the home team. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It'll be 3, 4, and 5. Or excuse me, the top. My scorebook is all messed up in here, and that's why I'm messed up. Normally I put the home team on the right side, the visitors on the left, and I did it reverse. For whatever reason in this game, I wrote the wrong lineup on one side, and by that time I was not going to try and correct it. That ends the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. It's 12-3. So the Raiders did extend this to the full extent of the game, and I said earlier I thought that would be an accomplishment, and the Raiders are going to send out some more players so they get to play in the state tournament. Going to right field for Northfield is going to be Taylor Stanford, a junior. Goes to right field.
Fairway Meat and Grocery in Owatonna is a proud sponsor of all area athletics. Are you ready for your game day party? From USDA choice steaks and fresh produce to snacks and delicious meat and cheese trays, Fairway has everything you need to fuel your crew. Shop online for easy curbside pickup or check out their weekly ad in store. They're open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. for all your grocery needs. Good luck to all area athletics from Fairway Owatonna.
Specialty Personnel Services can solve both sides of work-related problems. For employees, they can put you to work in a short period of time with employers that are in need of your skills. For you employers, Specialty Personnel Services has a list of potential employees that have the skill set to excel on your company's team. Don't waste time chasing want ads. Let the professionals work for you. They do specializing in construction and manufacturing jobs. Specialty Personnel Services in Owatonna. Call 451-5773. In Austin, 433-5570.
Colton Monroe, a junior, goes to second base as well for Raiders. Here in the 7th inning. Class move there to get those guys in a state tournament game, and the pitch is stroked to center field, right at the center fielder. So, 1 up, 1 down, and 1 pitch, and that'll bring up and again, 18, who's not on the roster here, and I think they've been saying Gray.
For Grand Rapids, number 18, Gavin Bray.
Yeah, it's Devin Gray. Bray, it's Gavin Bray. It's number 10 in the official program. He's number 18, actually. The righty's pitch. Ooh, he almost got hit. 1-0 the count. Koch came in last inning and threw just 9 pitches thanks to the double play ball. Pitch is inside. It's 2-0. In the bottom of the 7th for the Raiders as 3-0. It'll be 9-1-2. And they'll need a ton of runs to win this thing. The pitch is a strike called. Looked to be low, but he called it a strike. It's 3-1. Bray will step back in, right-handed hitter. And the pitch is popped up and out of play. It'll be 3-2. So good job. He was 3-0, got it back to 3-2. Next pitch is a one hopper that the pitcher will easily throw him out on. 2 up, 2 down, and that'll bring up Mason Geisler. And it's not going to be Mason Geisler. Oh, yes, it is going to be Mason. No, it's not going to be Mason Geisler. It's going to be Jaden Lemberg. Lemberg is a senior. So Lemberg steps in. Both coaches getting some guys in, and you're in the final inning. The left-handed hitting Lemberg against the righty. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. 12-3. Grand Rapids. The Thunderhawks appear to be heading to the Consolation Championship. Pitches outside. It's 2-0. But again, the beauty of baseball is every out has to be recorded before it's over. Can't stall. Can't sit on a lead. One of the beauties of this sport. Some people don't think that's beautiful, but strike the knees. 2-1 the count. Lemberg steps back in, the left-handed hitter. Could be a pretty good put-together lad, and the righty's next offering is stroked to second, and he can't get to it. Again, that's a different second baseman out there. I think I'd give him a single on that because the second baseman had the range to his right, and he got the glove on it, but that was good to get the glove on it. I'd give him a hit, but again, I'm not the official scorer. Stepping up is Oliver Spahn, the catcher. Spahn has been on twice, and he's going to be on another time. This is hit to the gap, and that might be enough to end this game. It's going to go all the way to the fence. They got the windmill. No, he's going to give him the hold-up sign. So he's at third is Lemberg. It's a double. That run really doesn't mean a whole lot right now by Spahn. So runners at second and third with 2 outs.
At the plate, right fielder number 8, Joe Dick.
So Joe Dick has a chance to end the game right here. As it's up the middle, and the run's going to score. Well, it's not going to end the game. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 2 runs are going to score. So 2 runs are going to score on the play. And he gets himself a 2-run single to make it 14-3. And of course, we do go to the bottom of the 7th here. And this with 2 outs too. They had 2 outs to start the inning. 1-0 is the count to Hajduk. Left-handed hitter with a runner at first base. Throw over to first. Throw goes back. They also ruled a hit on that one that the second baseman got his glove sort of on. It's hit down the third baseline. It's a foul ball, 1-1. 1-1 to count to the number 8 hitter in the Grand Rapids order. The Thunderhawks look like they're going to pick up their 17th win of the season, which would match Northfield. Northfield will go to 17-8. Not a bad season at all. State tournament berth. Not everybody gets that. The pitch swings and fouls it off. 1-2. 1-2 is the count. Rudy Kotzfeld here at the Power 96 Sports microphone. Of course, you'll hear classic rock following the game. 2-2. Pitch is outside. It's 3-2. That ball's lifted up in the air, and it's going to be... Iams gave it a good chase, but he's kind of running up a hill there to try and catch it. That's dangerous over there. So I do step back in with a full count with 2 outs here in the 6th or 7th inning. And he walked him. So another walk. That is 9 walks and at least 3 hit batters. And he hits the next guy. So the bags are juiced for Morgan. The pitch looked like a good pitch. Called the ball, 1-0. Morgan singled in the first and really hasn't been on base much at all today, the leadoff guy. There's a skipper in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher, Munch. 2-0 is the count. The pitch swings and just gets a piece of it. 2-1. 2-1 to the right-handed hitting shortstop. This guy has made some stellar deep in the hole throws to first base to get guys. Got a really good arm. Almost got hit. That would have been a run if he did. It's 3-1. Three and 1, the count to the right-handed hitter. That ball's hit toward the shortstop hole, and it's going to sneak through for a hit. Run scores. And the coach could have probably given the windmill sign, but he does not. That's called sportsmanship. Coach Kinnunen. They probably could have scored 2 runs on that play, but he did not send him. And the 9th man to come to the plate is Cole Gores. Well, actually, this is number 23. 0-1 to count. He hit into a double play at the end last inning. Bags are juiced. 2 outs. All this has happened with 2 outs to start the inning. Curveball is hit up in the air. I don't know if anybody's going to get to this. Did he catch it? Oh, wow! What a great catch in left field. An acrobatic catch in left field. That was outstanding. He caught it in foul territory, but made an outstanding catch in left field for Northfield. That was outstanding. I didn't catch his number either. I tried to get the binoculars on him because they did put somebody else out there. I don't think it was Whiteman. That was an outstanding catch. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, it's 9-1 and 2. for the Northfield Raiders. The Raiders need to score, let's see here, 12 runs to tie this game and send it to extra innings. If they score more than 12, they'll have a walk-off win like no other. And Geisler is still out there. He's got 90 pitches through 6 innings. Looks like Morrow is going to bat here, the center fielder.
Raiders in the bottom of the 7th inning. Catcher number 9, Dylan Morrow.
So Geisler going to throw the complete game here to save all their pitching for the next game in hopes of winning a consolation title. Curveball in for a strike, 0-1. Geisler's breaking ball's gotten sharper as this game's gone deeper. There's a fastball that misses. It's 1-1. This will be pitch number 93 for him. 62 of them strikes. It's a strike called, and it's 2-2. Morrow kind of bailed on that. Jumped back, but it was called a strike, and the pitch swings and just gets it to slow rolling on the grass. The throw over to first is not going to be in time. He's going to skedaddle down to second base. Here comes the throw into second base, and he's in there safely. Well, I would think that you'd give him a hit and an error. At least that's what's going in my book. The error on the catcher throw. And that'll bring up Michael Stewart. Well, you needed to get the first guy on to get some runs. They got the first guy on. Running out there to run at second base, get another guy in the game, is going to be Torrin Hoskinson, a junior. Torrin Hoskinson.
For Northfield, number 30, Torrin Hoskinson. At the plate, the shortstop, number 11, Michael Stewart.
Stewart tattoos the first pitch. It's a base hit, or maybe even more, down the left field line. Here comes the run home, and he scores. Going to be an RBI single for Stewart. First pitch, he just absolutely tattooed it down the left field line. And Northfield has their 4th run.
For the Raiders, number 23, Jake Lawrence.
And coming into bat now is going to be Jacob Lawrence, the senior. Jacob Lawrence. Lawrence, a right-handed hitter wearing yellow batting gloves, gold, I guess, because maroon and gold are their colors. He swings and misses with the first pitch, 0-1. Where's number 23 on his uniform? I never got to have an at-bat in the state tournament. He almost got hit with the next one as 1-1. Just think how cool that is. You can tell your grandkids and your great-grandkids and your great-great-grandkids that you had a at-bat in the state tournament. You don't have to tell them what the result was if it wasn't good. 2-1. Well, a lot of people go their whole lives and never get to do that. It's outside. It's 3-1. Well, Grand Rapids doesn't want to have to bring in another pitcher here. Geisler's pitch is called a strike. It's 3-2. So 3-2 is the count. With a runner at first base, nobody out, and he fouls off the next offering. It's still 3-2 to Lawrence. Jacob Lawrence, a senior. Where's number 23? On deck is Gilbertson. He almost hit him. He walks him.
First baseman number 18, Wade Gilbertson.
That's only the second walk that Geisler has in this game. And you got, 8 or 9 of them by Northfield pitchers. They got 4 pitchers. Oh, man. What a difference that is. And the pitch. It's inside, 1-0 to Gilbertson. Hit a solo shot yesterday. He singled his last time up, over 2 prior to that. The senior would love to crank one here to be a 3-run job and would get that to 7 runs. Only unfortunate thing is their opponent has 15. Pitches outside. Northfield had 12 hits yesterday. They're up to 10 hits today. They scored 9 runs yesterday. And if he were to crank one here, I mean, he doesn't crank it, but he gets a base hit. Here comes the windmill to send the runner home. Here comes the throw to the plate. And he ran to the plate. And I don't know if you're supposed to slide. He didn't slide. They were ruling safe at home plate. I don't know why they don't make a ruling that you slide, because you can end up with some really going to be an RBI single for Gilbertson, and so they're going to have to make a pitching change here, which is not what they want to do, or at least it looks like that's what they're going to do. And I don't want to bring in another pitcher. You got to end this game. There's still nobody out in this inning. Runners are at first and second. So it's now 15-5. And we are going to have a pitching change here. It's going to go to the outfield. Now pitching for Grand Rapids. Going to be Sweeney, was the center fielder. And the pitcher Geisler goes to the outfield. Believe me, they didn't want to do this. Seven strikes. Seven balls, 14 pitches. He's at 104. Again, the new pitcher is a righty. Caden Sweeney, he's a junior. Being asked to record the last 3 outs of this game.
Pinch hitting for Northfield.
So pinch hitting for Ben Imes with a 2-run dinger yesterday is Jens Amund, the senior. He hits the ball to center field, and that'll be the first out recorded in the inning. Well, he got his bat on the ball, got out to center field, gets a low 5 from Coach Groutman. My pen just blew out the window. Well, not out the window, but
Re-entering back in. Batting number 16, Rourke.
I don't know why they make these cords so long for the headphones, but it drives me nuts. Can't even bend over to pick up my pen. And it looks like he got clipped, but I guess they didn't. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count to let's see who this is. We got another pinch hitter here, 2-1 the count. This is Rourke Bennett, the senior who pitched yesterday. He also pops one up. Shortstop calls for it. Will make the catch. Down to their last out are the Raiders. Season looks like it's going to end with a 17-8 record. A lot of teams would love to say that. A lot of teams would love to say they were at the state tournament. And we had another guy. This is Munch. Mason Munch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Jensen got dinged up in a collision at the plate. 1-1 to count. Looked like he had applied the tag in time, but they ruled that he dropped the ball after and didn't have it long enough, I guess. Munch cranks this one up in the air. The left fielder makes the catch. And that will end the game, my friends. Your final score is 15-5. 15-11-1. And 5-11-5 are what the scoreboard says. We'll wrap things up and get you to more classic rock.
Fire up the grill and stock up on summer favorites at Cashwise Foods. Right now, juicy pork loin back ribs are just $3.49 per pound, and sweet red seedless grapes are only $1.99 per pound. Plus, save even more with their Buy 5, Save $5 Mix and Match event on many of your favorite grocery items throughout the store. Shop in store or online for everyday savings only at Cashwise Foods.
Come to Cashwise Foods.
Championship game that will take place here, scheduled for 5 p.m. tonight, right here at the main event. They will take on the winner of the Ricori Delano game that is scheduled to come up next. We are looking at about a 3:20 first pitch.
Well, they say the next game will be at 3:20. Delano and Ricori. Northfield will get the jump on the bus and go home, I would guess. I don't know that they'd want to stick around and watch the next game.
Check it all out up at the concession stands. Once again, Ricori taking on Delano coming up here approximately 3:20 first pitch.
As the final score again is 15-5 in favor of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Excellent baseball team. Boy, did they show some tremendous skills in this game. They are now 17-11 on the season. Of course, the other teams here, Delano is 19-8, and Ricori comes into this afternoon's game with a record of 16-11 on the season. Very similar records all throughout this. Over 20 wins. The only team with over 20 wins in Class 3A was Matamidi. And Latino Grace, of course, got the number 1 seed. So they're prepping the field. And the final score is 15-5. Congratulations to the Raiders for an outstanding season. I know it didn't end the way they wanted it to. They ended up losing yesterday and losing today, and not the kind of baseball they wanted to be playing at the end of the year, but that's how it goes, right? The game of baseball, it's a very funny game, and sometimes not so funny. It can be heartbreaking in lots of different ways. Grand Rapids yesterday probably should have won. It was an error that ended up costing them the game against Matamidi. And give them a lot of credit. They come in here refreshed, renewed, played some excellent baseball. And the Raiders yesterday were up 7-1 in the second inning and ended up losing 16-9. And today they lose 15-5 to the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. And the same story both games. They just did not have very good pitching the last 2 days. A lot of walks, hit batters, and then the fielding didn't help either. They had multiple errors yesterday, multiple errors today. But again, all in all, an outstanding season. A lot of teams would love to be playing baseball in June in high school in Minnesota. Hope you enjoyed our broadcasts throughout the tournament. If you did, thank our super sponsors. We'll go back to some more classic rock music here on Power 96.
Big color, bigger savings. Sherwin-Williams Super Sale is here. Get 40% off paints and stains June 5th through the 11th with prices starting at $30.89. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
When you fly with Hawaiian Airlines, it's hard to tell where your flight ends and vacation begins. Relax with free Starlink, the fastest Wi-Fi in the sky, thanks to T-Mobile. Go ahead, stream your movie, book the couple's massage, make a dinner reservation while we bring you to our island home. Hawaii starts here.